When you're a caveman who's just been awakened from a 200,000-year nap, it can be difficult to make sense of your surroundings. Everything appears as a chaotic swirl, like how newborn babies perceive the world until their visual cortex starts making the connections needed to process images coming through the eyeball's optic nerves. It looks like a natural disaster froze a living caveman in time, to be revived with alien technology by our present-day government. About 200,000 years ago, in the area that we now call Europe, government archaeologists believe that a group of otherworldly visitors had captured a Homo sapiens specimen just a few minutes before a rockslide imperiled their research mission. Apparently, they were collecting a variety of animals, including humans, to bring back to their research zoo during a routine survey of planet Earth. But the Rockslide's falling boulders forced the aliens to abandon their mission. In their haste to escape the massive granite chunks falling all around them, the aliens left behind the device holding the European caveman. Our scientists have learned that this specimen collection chamber is an independent survival unit, able to support any type of biological organism, from a baby platypus to a full-grown human or African elephant. It runs off of a small built-in nuclear power plant, able to supply energy for 500,000 years, without maintenance or fuel feedstock. As an automatic protection measure, the device switched to cryopreservation mode, quickly freezing the caveman in suspended animation. There, the alien cryosuspension unit lay hidden among tons of boulders from a rockslide in the south of France. For hundreds of millennia, it had only used 40% of its nuclear power to keep the caveman safely up until our modern era. During a recent expedition of graduate students from the archaeology and paleontology departments of universities in Spain, France, England, and Germany, they were hiking near the site of this ancient French rockslide. A student operating a drone equipped with LiDAR laser scanning technology and other ground-penetrating surveillance systems detected a large, complex shape that appeared to be artificial amidst the boulders. The students decided to investigate further, but science wasn't top of mind for everyone on this mission. Their safety officers closely held their AR-15 assault rifles as they scanned the environment in case there was a threat amongst the fallen rocks and whatever the alien device might be harboring. Although the area appeared desolate, the safety officers knew that they and the graduate students might not be alone. Criminals, soldiers, or terrorists doing their own reconnaissance of the rubble-filled canyon could be within fighting distance. Fortunately, there were no threats in the area. After calling in European Science Agency technicians to bring in a massive crane and a helicopter to airlift the alien device, scientists brought the cryogenic machine and caveman to a classified medical research facility. They spent 10 months evaluating the device before deciding it was safe to try reviving the caveman. Several of the graduate students remained at this facility to collect data and document the research. From the caveman's perspective, his brain's synapses were moving like a drunk man carrying a baby through a greenhouse filled with thorny cactus plants, with two technicians from Child Protective Services standing nearby, observing his progress and poised to send him to jail. In other words, the world appeared strange and foreign, in fits and starts, with the jumble of imagery that newborn humans experience as their eyes and brain adjust to the new world before them. During the revival process from cryogenic suspension, the caveman could not register the details of the medical center's examination room or the faces of the military physicians and research scientists. He would blink and shake his head, and what he saw was a bending, chaotic impression of the world as his brain's neurochemicals swirled and tried to achieve equilibrium. It was a side effect of the cryopreservation process, as well as the crude efforts of our scientists to revive him. They were operating the alien device without the benefit of an owner's manual. The caveman would lie in bed or sit in a reclining chair, observing television news, sitcoms, movies, and advertisements, unable to process the imagery because of the shock his nervous system was still experiencing. Sometimes the scientists would give the caveman augmented reality glasses to wear in hopes that this technology would give him some much-needed context for the torrent of information he was passively receiving. He saw news reports of a political scandal, along with pundits giving their opinions about what it meant for the future of the party and the nation, and a food riot that raised similar questions about the supposed sanctity of life amid squalor that's not only permitted but encouraged to keep the poor locked down as warnings to the lower middle class to know their place in the social order. The caveman also viewed commercials for consumer technology devices such as entertainment units, gaming systems, kitchen gadgets, and weapons. It would be 3 years before he finally started to see the world as it truly is, and only after round-the-clock exposure to the full Western canon of television shows, movies, and news. As his brain returned to normal functioning, the revived caveman felt a nostalgic sense of loss for the strange, vibrant imagery his brain interpreted for him over the past few years, as he sought to make sense of his surroundings in a post-cryosuspension world. If you enjoyed this report, consider sharing it with like-minded friends. Subscribe to Nice Planet to make sure that you see each new video. Thanks for watching.